Is this thing on?
What's up, Brandon?
Can you hear me now? Uh, I can't hear you. Now it's my show.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We have an evening drive today, huh?
Yeah, I'm not even going to drive all that long. I did a bunch of little fucking deliveries today at Hobby Lobbies between, what's the name of that town? Starts with M. It doesn't matter. Bunch of fucking little shit ass towns in the middle of nowhere, finishing up in Corpus Christi. Now I'm headed back to Laredo to pick up a load going to Hamsterland.
Well, that'll work out perfect for the weekend.
Yep. The little runs were short and then followed by about an hour and a half at each one, sitting on my ass waiting for them to hand unload the truck of their portion of the Hobby Lobby stuff.
You have a
Hobby
place to
Lobby.
put the truck when you're at the B&B?
We have a yard in St. Louis. So yes, I have a place.
That's good.
And how was your day today, Mr. Hemi?
It was a lovely day outside today.
Oh, that's good.
So if you were Corpus Christi, you're in Texas now, right?
Yep. Been playing around all along the Gulf Coast.
Mhm. That means tacos.
Yes, it did. I've gotten a good heaping helping of tacos this trip. In fact, after I finished my last delivery, I walked over and didn't even order tacos. I had, oh, what do you call those fucking things? Tamales. Very good, very tasty. Lovely tamales. But you know what, Hemi?
What's that?
I'm getting sick and tired of people crying about how they can't get ahead, how they've got it so bad. There's no hope. And that's bullshit. Lots of people are out there fucking not even trying and then complaining about how they're not getting ahead. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Ah, for fuck's sake. Having a conversation's like talking to a fucking wall. You can't have a conversation without two fucking people.
Sorry, I went through a little dead zone
Oh,
there.
okay. I didn't know you were driving.
Yeah, I'm behind the wheel. Yeah, you were all robotic. So, care to repeat what you last said?
I'm just kind of getting really sick and tired of people complaining about not being able to get ahead when they really don't bust their ass.
Hmm.
You know, I could understand it if they were working hard and still couldn't get ahead. Then they'd have something to complain about.
Right. It's the instant gratification society. People are wired for instant reward.
Yeah, well, it's really kind of getting fucking annoying to me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about how
Yeah.
fucking everything is impossible, and I don't believe that. I don't believe it's fucking impossible. I don't bel I don't believe that, that it's without hope. If I believed any of that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Small goals make momentum and roll into big goals.
Yeah.
You know, some people want some people want the end game at the beginning of the game. You know.
Oh, you can do that if you want to fucking go into debt up to your eyeballs and never get out of debt.
Yeah.
You got to pay your fucking dues. It's always been that way. It'll always be that way. I just want to tell people to shut the fuck up, put your fucking nose down, get to work, quit fucking around. And yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. If you don't like that, then fuck off. This ain't the channel for you. That's what's. And this was all sparked by watching the fuckers the entitled fuckers at Hobby Lobby bitch and complain.
So is that why it's burn it all down today?
Oh, fuck yeah. That and the fact that at Corpus Christi there was a bunch, and I mean a shit ton of fucking beggars coming up
Oh, okay.
to the truck, and then the people inside the store working were not much better. The only ones who came to work were the fucking managers. Everybody else was just sort of lollygagging around. And you could tell that they were never going to be anything in life. This whole attitude of minimum wage, minimum work. If you want a fucking higher paying job, learn how to work, and then go get a fucking higher paying job. But these people don't even know how to fucking work.
Right.
Unload a pallet, take a break. Come on, motherfucker. You're keeping me from making my money. But these same son of bitches will be the first ones out the fucking door if there's something free. Bunch of faggots and single mothers. And the guys on the streets are all alcoholics and drug addicts. I'm tired of supporting these fucking parasites.
How do you suggest stop paying for them?
Just fucking stop. The only reason we're paying for them now is so they don't fucking riot. I don't believe anybody who's fucking healthy between the ages of 18 and fucking 67 needs a fucking handout.
All the more reason for you to aim for owner operator self-employment to limit your tax footprint, and then you won't be paying for them.
Yeah. The return on investment for a truck for an owner operator used to get you a solid middle of the middle class fucking income. What's up, Scotty?
Yo, boys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Awesome.
How you doing?
Getting pumped for this meetup, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. It's going to be a blast. I'm
Yeah,
on
it
my
is.
way to pick up my St. Louis load right now.
No way, really? Nice. That's awesome, man. 2 days. 2 days.
Well, I will be hopefully there by 4, but I may be a little late. It just depends.
Cool. Yeah, I'm arriving sometime in the afternoon. I can't remember.
I think you're coming in about 1:30 or so.
Oh, that's what.
Ape,
Okay.
yeah, Ape and Saunders are going to meet you at the airport.
Right. Right. Cool. We can always dick around for a little while. So.
Yeah. I would recommend parking near the house because parking there this weekend and there's going to be murder. But Friday afternoon it ought to be okay. And you're within walking distance of the main street there in St. Charles. It's 1 block away, and then it's about 6 or 8 blocks long, and we're right in the middle.
Nice.
So,
Nice find,
there's
dude.
oh yeah, I did my research, and hopefully Hamster will make it. I don't know. I think if nothing else, he'll be there for Sunday morning breakfast. But hopefully he's there on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he
really
lives
would.
in-
I wish I could. Yeah, I wish I could tell you what's going to happen on Saturday, but I have to save the surprise.
Oh man. But doesn't Hamster live in St. Louis?
Yeah, he actually lives in St. Charles. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice.
and if you guys get really bored, you can go down and look at the Seaman statue.
Okay.
Seaman was Lewis and Clark's dog.
Oh, nice. That's wholesome.
Yeah.
Emmy, were you
You-
coming? Can't remember.
No, I'm not able to come.
Damn. All right. What were we gonna say, True Blood?
it's on a walk.
Ooh, you broke up there, bud.
It sounds like you're out walking.
I am. Yes. Yeah, there's this really nice nature park by my apartment. I like to go here quite often. And it's like 75 here today and sunny, so I was like, I gotta get outside.
Nice. I'm pulling into Alice, Texas. And their big sign says they're home to 2 Nobel Prize winners.
Good for you, Alice.
Yeah. So the topic today is people just don't want to fucking work, and I'm tired of paying for the mooches.
Yeah, I was listening before I jumped on. You were talking about basically how people don't want to work, and yeah, man, like I've worked with a lot of those kind of people where it's just like, why do you even have this job? You don't show up half the time. You don't hardly work when you're here. Like, what are you doing? And it put more work on me and other people that came to work. It really sucked.
Yep. And it's not fair to us to have to fucking pay for their lifestyles.
Yeah, absolutely. And something I was thinking of is there is a lot of homeless people. You were talking about people in Corpus Christi panhandling and shit, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of that up here in Portland. There's a lot of homeless going on, and it made me think of, like, a lot of these fuckers, they don't want to do better. They don't want to try and get off the street. So they get some benefits. They have their tent or whatever. They sleep wherever. They're doing drugs and shit all the time. They don't. There's something about their brain. They're like, I don't want to get off the street. I don't want to do better. And it's like, okay, so that's what you want to do. I'm not paying for that. Like, I shouldn't have to pay for that. You shouldn't have to. None of us should. That's what's infuriating.
The most I would think about doing would be like setting aside some land out in the middle of fucking nowhere and put running water and fucking porta potties out there. If they want to live in a tent, they can go fucking live in a tent out there. But they shouldn't be fucking cluttering up the sidewalk and fucking getting into shit all around town.
Yeah, I agree. And it's, these cities are allowing it to happen. And that's another thing. Yeah, it's gross, dude. I mean, it had to get to the point here in Portland where it's like, fentanyl and all drugs and needles are being found on, like, the public transport around schools and stuff. And so people were like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, we really got to do something about this, It shouldn't have even got that far.
No, it really shouldn't. And they're violent and fucking organized and aggressive. And I'm fucking sick of it. And everybody thinks of Texas as a red state, but down here in the Rio Grande Valley, it's bluer than hell, and it shows.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of those bigger cities in Texas are getting more and more blue, and then everything outside of those cities is just all red. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, just like everywhere else.
That's true. That's how Oregon is, man. Outside of the 3-4 big cities, it is all super conservative and red. It's crazy. Everyone thinks Oregon's like, oh, super liberal and progressive, and it is in a sense, except when you get outside the cities. It's just such a weird dichotomy.
And there's more people who want free stuff, and they get all the free stuff and all the free support and all the services and everything in these big population centers. Haktua, spit on that thing.
Sure sounded like it. That was great.
Oh, I was spitting out my chew of tobacco.
Gotcha.
And they invite all these damn illegals in to boost the numbers of their congressional districts so they can control the fucking legislature.
Yeah. It's all about control. Keeping their party, their guys in power. They don't give a shit about any of us.
No, they don't give a fuck about the illegals either. They just want them so that they can fucking pad their numbers, motherfuckers.
Yeah. If they weren't getting some of,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say if they weren't getting something out of these illegals, some kind of free labor or free votes, padding their numbers, that border would be closed down so fucking quick. Your head would fucking spin, bro.
Well, just having them here makes them money. Every illegal that's in the in the country gives you money for your school district, gives you money for your police departments, gives you money for your congressman, gives you money for the amount of money you get from roads. They're a fucking gold mine.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we just didn't count them in the census, then they wouldn't be profitable.
What do you think of, like, if there's two illegals here and they have a child, should that child automatically get citizenship?
Unless we change the law, yeah. I don't think it's right. I don't think that's the way things should be, but that's the way things are. That's the way the Constitution's written right now. What is the 14th Amendment, which was designed so that anybody who was a freed slave would automatically become a citizen and get fucking voting rights. Right? But they've twisted it around so that it's anybody who's born in the country, regardless of whether or not they're citizens. The intent of that amendment was a noble thing. Black people should be able to vote. Doesn't matter if they were born a slave. Well, that time's over with. We haven't had in the United States for 150 fucking years. Now it's been twisted and perverted like everything else.
Yeah, damn, man, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Like how that's what originally it was for, and it's been kind of hijacked into that other thing. Huh. I don't know how to think about that. If someone is born here, it's automatic. I don't know, because it can lead to some shenanigans, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, both parents were here illegally. Okay. If they had a kid, okay, but you were here illegally. Why does the child automatically get that? Then at the same time, it's like, well, it's not the kid's fault that they were here illegally and they did it the wrong way. So it's kind of, it's kind of tough.
Right. And then you've got another hand in that too. Remember all the dreamers from Obama's administration? Because those were kids born to illegal aliens, but they were American citizens. But they are not. Oh, not. They're born to illegal aliens, and they came over at a very young age. They weren't actually born in America, but they were like children.
Okay,
when
sure.
they got here, right?
hmm
Well,
Yeah.
it's been 16 years since Obama was in office, and the Dreamer Act came out. Anybody who was one of the dreamers has had 16 years to become an American citizen with no obstacles in their way. But they've been waiting for it to just be handed to them. Or this fucking hands out stuff that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's a long time to get your shit together. What the hell?
Yeah. 16 years is not,
And so, in that time frame, I would imagine that they're getting probably at least food stamps or something, right?
well, if nothing else, they got a free education. They probably
Okay.
had,
Yeah.
Depending on how well their parents did, they probably got some type of welfare, but it's hard to say. Some illegals come over here and bust their fucking ass. You know they do. And make something of themselves. But 60% of them come over here and just start collecting free stuff. Why should we pay for 2/3 of the people just because they showed up and said, I'm oppressed, let me in? Give me free stuff. Why should we give them free stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we should. Exactly.
I don't think we should give free stuff to Americans either. Unless
Exactly.
unless you've done something like Sergeant Grinch, right? He went and drank the water at Camp Lejeune. I think the taxpayer should pay for 100% of his medical treatment. Just because the Marine Corps poisoned him and gave him cancer. He's on his 3rd bout of cancer. Right
Jeez.
now.
Damn. Thoughts out to you, Sergeant Grinch. Jeez, I didn't know that.
He doesn't bitch about it. He doesn't complain. I've heard the story, but it's because I talk to him almost every day. But I've got no problem with giving out stuff to people like Sergeant Grinch. None. He earned it. But some fucking heroin addict who's never had a job, go fuck yourself.
Totally agree. Totally.
So, on a completely different subject, is Ike coming?
No, he will not be able to make it.
That means Bob's probably not going to show up out here.
Yeah, probably not.
And are you
Unfortunately.
going to be doing a seriously cast podcast on Friday night?
No, I wasn't planning on it. No, I figured we were going to have stuff to do and hanging out, busy. So, no, I'm skipping this week. I told him he can
Okay.
get someone else or just do it by himself, or whatever he wants to do. So, no, I won't be on. So far,
Okay.
that's the plan.
We kind of had one when I came up for the when I came up and did that forging up there. We had the little micro meetup. But I guarantee you, Scotty, there's not going to be any turkey neck cougars at this meetup.
Yeah, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
And my heart goes out to Bacon because he was tapping that. Oh,
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Wait, which one was he tapping? There were two of them there.
Soldier Girl.
Oh, okay.
I love it how people pass me and put on the brakes. It's so nice to have people do that.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah. But everybody wants to pass the semi. Oh, now he's going to get back in my lane.
Stay in your lane. So are you going to make a Cobgoblin sauce and enter it into the contest for your chance to win the coveted golden gobbler? I wasn't planning on it. No. Is it like a barbecue sauce or what?
It can be anything. Cobgoblin sauce has never been defined.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I'll probably pass on this one, True Blood.
Not going to show us what a great cook you are.
Because I am not a great cook.
Oh,
No. 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 If I had my brother's skills, then yeah, I would. He's an awesome cook. Me, nah, not so much. I do look forward to sampling all of them, though.
yeah, you'll be able to vote. Ape is doing one. I believe he's going traditional and doing something for corn. Zombro is also going to be making a sauce, but he shall be, I believe, doing something Italian.
gonna be good to see Zombro again. Saw him at the Chicago meetup. Cool guy.
That he is.
MIA?
Say that again. I'm going through a really shitty area.
Successful. Is he still MIA?
Yeah. I gave the information I had to Hammer, and we've both been looking for over a month now.
Oh, shit.
Can't
That's
find
not
an
good.
obituary for him.
Okay. So you guys, both of you guys, like, know his actual name? So you
Oh,
can look
yeah.
it up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I really hope he's okay. It's really concerning.
Yeah. I'm not willing to call it yet, though. My fear is that he's had a stroke and he's laying somewhere unable to move and communicate. But he's had some serious health issues for a long time.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that. Jeez.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ranch on the left side of my truck that has really tall fences. And when you see that around here, it's got like exotic animals inside there. And there's too many trees to actually see, but whenever they have the really tall fences, they rent this land out to people to come down here, like, and do an African safari without leaving the United States, which is kind of cool.
Hell yeah, that's neat. Right.
Because it's so damn hot and dry down here, pretty well it mimics the Serengeti. So you'll see zebras and ibex and fucking buffalo and Cape buffalo, not American.
Yeah, the Oregon Zoo has something similar like that. Maybe not those exact animals, but they have a lot of exotic, different species and everything. It's really crazy. Some of them, like, that would hang out in Africa. And it's like, why do you have them up here? It gets so freaking cold. You do.
There they are. See those fuckers? It looks like that guy had. It looked like a deer, but he had spots on him like a baby deer would have, and a fucking rack. And his horns were fucking those long straight ones that are all curly like a spiral. It's just weird to see exotic animals be domesticated like this. Must be some money in it. Both sides of the road have those big tall fences on them now. Or how much it costs to come down here and hunt an ibex?
To hunt them?
Yeah. Probably ain't cheap.
Oh yeah, I would imagine not. An exotic animal like that? Yeah.
Ape and I were talking about next year. They've got a couple of different places where you can go and hunt wild hogs from helicopter with automatic weapons. And it's $600 for a half hour.
Whoa. Dude. Yeah.
That sounds like a blast. Would you be interested in something like that?
I think so. Dude, an automatic weapon in a helicopter?
Yeah.
I feel like Rambo.
Hunting wild pigs. And you get the fucking meat afterwards.
Oh, nice. Huh. Fuck yeah, dude. Yes, I would be interested.
Okay. That's 3 of us now. Talk to the rest, the rest of the guys that show up. I'll put out
Yeah.
some feelers during the year, but that's something I'm sure I'm going to have to arrange 6 months in advance.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
How is it for this time of the year for you? Is it normally a time you can take off?
Yeah, as long as I've got enough notice, man, I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
My work's pretty generous with the PTO, so yeah, especially if we're thinking like next year, yeah, no problem.
Because I've ran the last 2 meetups, the bigger ones, and I've tried to have an activity for all of them. And it really just seems like fucking shooting wild pigs out of a helicopter would be a great activity.
Dude, that'll probably be one of the most manliest things I've ever done in my life. Shooting hogs out of a helicopter with an automatic gun. Just, oh, amazing! This is a great idea. Why haven't we thought of this sooner? What the hell?
I don't know. If we get enough people, if we have at least 4 people, I think it'd be all right. And then we could have like the regular meetup stuff going on too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Now, is it 600 a person or per
600
trip?
a person.
Okay, good to know. If we, like, I just thought about Saunders. Saunders would be, I think he'd be 100% on board with this.
Well, Saunders is not going to be bored this time either.
Oh, jeez. Man, I don't want to wait 3 days. Damn it. I will, but I'm stoked.
Well, Ape is starting his drive tomorrow. So those guys are taking 2 days to drive down.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering how they were getting there. So Saunders and Ape are driving from where they live.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Ape lives out in way fucking western Nebraska. Almost to Wyoming.
And then Saunders, isn't he on the east, Kansas or
No,
Nebraska?
he's more central Nebraska, but south.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And if you think I'm giving away too much information, you've never been to Nebraska. It's fucking huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck finding him in fucking 25 million acres.
When I was younger, about 9 or 10, I went on this little half-country road trip with my grandma. When you drive through these places, man, you do not realize how fucking big this country is. Holy shit. And my God, going through there, it's like, wow, there's a whole lot of nothing. More nothing.
But that's the thing, is it's not nothing. It's just shit that you're not interested in.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's fair. But yeah, when you're a kid, it's like, oh, more wheat fields, more cornfields. Cool.
Yeah.
God, now I'm just remembering that trip, and this is back in like the early '90s.
Right.
So 30 something years ago, and it's like no cell phones, there was no internet, there was no TVs in your cars, no DVDs or anything like that. It was so mind-numbingly boring most of the time. It's just, oh,
You had to either read a book or freaking play a game trying to figure out everything that you see.
yep, that's what we could do, man. Oh, and you could get those like little travel size of certain games. Like there was like a little travel Yahtzee. It's like a little travel clue or whatever like that. But I mean, like you mentioned, play games. But even after a little while, you're like, okay, well, this game's boring now. There's only so much of that you can do. So that held me over for a bit.
In a lot of ways, it was better without, all the connectivity all the time.
Yeah,
I never
like
could
now,
do what I do now, but
sure, but like at the age I am now, I could definitely appreciate it a lot more. And I could, turn the cell phone off. Just cruise. Because I don't know. I still have that ability where I can just hang out outside and think for a while. Just sit there and not say anything. It's a lost art.
I think it's one of the reasons I'm able to do the job that I do. Is I grew up my entire childhood. I didn't have a computer until I was an adult. And back in the 90s, you were fucking hooked into the wall, so there was no mobile.
Yep, I remember that. I even, when I was a kid, there were still rotary phones. So, I still know how to use those. Yeah. And dial 0, get an operator.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, my grandparents on my mom's side were on a fucking party line.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I've heard about those.
That's where
Yeah.
So there were like 5 or 6 houses all on the same telephone wire.
Yep.
And it'll ring in all the houses, and somebody picks up, you say, I'm wanting to talk with so-and-so, and everybody else is supposed to hang up. But what they would do is they would pretend like they hung up and listen in if they were old
Oh, yeah.
bored.
Creeps. Yeah, I don't think I got onto a computer. No, let's see. I was pretty young, but it was one of those like Apple IIe computers, really super basic, nothing kind of thing. I didn't get online
Yeah.
until I was like 14 or something like that. 14, 15. So you and I still remember what it was like before there was an internet.
Yeah. Well, when I was this is how old I am. When I was in the Navy, during the first Gulf War, we set up the first fucking airborne local area network. You know what our baud rate
Oh,
was?
nice. No, what?
2K.
Oh, God. What? No way. No way. What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And we thought that was fucking the shit,
Oh, yeah,
right?
dude. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is later. I remember when 56K modem was worth shit, dude. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And spanking new, crazy. It's insane, man.
And then bunch of us on the ship got together and splurged and bought privately with our own money an Ethernet cable, which at the time was really fucking expensive. And
How long was
we
it?
would, it was maybe 60 feet because we had it going between two of the shops on the USS Carl Vinson, and we were playing fucking Command and Conquer against each other, player versus player. Because before then, the only one you could play
Nice.
was the fucking computer.
Yeah. Badass, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking. It was great, man.
That's awesome. That reminds me of LAN parties. Me and my buddies would go. I mean, that's how you get a lot of your files and stuff. Go to LAN parties, man. Like, what do you got on your computer you're willing to share and all that kind of stuff? And you know, because fastest we had was 56K back then. So you'd get something that everybody wants, and then one of your other buddies would take their time to download this other thing, and so on and so forth. Go to a LAN party, and then everybody shares the files and everything. So you did it, man.
Go to the bulletin board, download a fucking picture, take you 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Yes, I remember. Oh.
Wow, look at the tits on her.
Can't wait till it fully loads.
Yeah. Get a bunch of downloads going, go to sleep for the night, wake up in the morning, and still not finished.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Morales feed and supply. Corn protein and cottonseed. 1.25 miles ahead on the right.
Ooh, doggy.
And I would not want to live down here. It gets probably from the middle of May until the end of September. It's over 100 degrees down here every day.
Oh, gross.
And they're close enough to the Gulf of America that it's humid.
Yeah, see, that's the worst. That's what I don't like. I can do dry heat, but that humid shit, no, man. Get me out of there. Yeah, up here where I'm at, it only gets triple digits, usually for about a week during like dead middle of summer, maybe a week and a half.
I actually think that you have just about the best climate in the United States.
I would agree. Yeah, it's perfect here in summer because it's not that hot. It's not super dry, but it's not humid either. Usually a little breeze going on. It's pretty nice. That's kind of the saving grace of the Willamette Valley, Oregon. The rest of the year's cold and cloudy, rainy and shit. but
Yeah.
like right now, oh, here, I'll turn my camera on. Okay. There you go. Can you guys see me?
Yeah, you're solo now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you do the solo layout now.
So yeah, this is the nature park I'm walking in right now. Just see, it's all green and it's beautiful right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's like most of the summer. Just sunny and beautiful, warm.
Yeah.
When were you up here that last time? Was it? Cinco de Mayo, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
2
That
years
was
ago.
what? 2 years ago. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
It was me, you, Ike, and then Rad came out for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Two McMinimans. Yeah.
And
Damn,
Bacon.
that was 2 years ago. Wow. Man, Bacon showed up with his entourage.
Yeah. I had a good time. If I ever get back out there, I'm going to take another forging lesson from Ike. Get a knife made.
It is so much fun doing the anvil stuff. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You didn't get yourself a knife? I thought you. I mean, I don't think of something else, but I thought you did.
I started on one, but we were kind of hungover,
Okay.
and I didn't.
That makes sense.
I still have Hemi's cock ring that I made for him. I gotta give him.
Yeah, we gotta
one of
get
these
that.
days.
Yeah. My phone's about to die, so I'm gonna jump out. Good talking to you guys.
All right. Good talking to you
Cool.
too. See you on Friday.
All right, man. Hell yeah, man.
Take
See you
care.
then.
Take care, Scotty.
Bye.
All right, you too, man. See ya.
Send me.
That was robotic. What did you say?
Look at that full sunset.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful sunset.
What's up, Seraphim?
Welcome back.
Yeah. As you can tell, the signal out here is garbage.
Yeah, I noticed.
Howdy, who? Who? Who?
So our Liberal government released a report that says Canadians will be so poor by 2040 they'll be forced to hunt and fish for food.
I better give them their gun.
Yeah, I wonder what we're gonna hunt with when they take away all of our rifles and shit. Spears. Welcome back.
Woof woof. Thanks, Emmy.
Woof woof.
Woof woof. Woof woof.
What's up, guys?
Sup, dog?
Come on.
Turbo's got lousy
I've been
connection.
working all day. Go ahead. My signal's garbage anyways.
You want to pick me up?
Sure, let's hear it.
Say when.
When?
Oh,
What's your name again?
Lana, but maybe you can recall it better if you spell it in reverse.
I just died of your arms tonight. What's your name again?
How you like that?
I of
Good
course
for
didn't
her.
get to see any of that. So
We'll try again. Got better signal. It's a short video that Dak posted. I thought it was hilarious.
right. Well, I just can't watch it while I'm driving.
Uh, Listening to it, you get the gist of it. But I'm with you.
Yeah, but it's all fucked up out here.
You said you've been working all day.
I couldn't even. Yep, been working all day. It's just that you were short. I went to Fort Poper crap. My trailer smells fantastic though.
Yeah, your signal sucks.
Hey, JR. Talk to us. Put on that thing. Hey, JR, looks like I got to wrench you again. Shit. Hey, Mr. Vero.
How much further to go, Brandon?
About 20 miles. I'm to the highway now, so I'm able to haul ass. And I've got a better signal because they give you a good signal on the highway. Oh,
Is
the
there-
signal down in Waco is garbage. Not Waco,
Yeah.
but Laredo is garbage.
Is RO still here?
I don't know.
Woof woof?
Ridge line. Rainbows and ridge lines.
Why are there annoying songs about ridge lines?
I believe he's left us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. I didn't know that.
Woof woof.
I believe I was wrong.
Hey, True Blood.
Yo,
Now that your signal is much better, let me show you this video Dak posted. It's very short.
Yeah,
okay.
play it again. You just have to listen to it, Brandon.
Yeah. Don't worry about the screen. Okay. And play.
What's your name again?
Lana. But maybe you can recall it better if you spell it in reverse.
I just died of your arms tonight.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. That's I've seen that one before. That's a good one.
That was the first time I saw it tonight. I got a good chuckle from it.
Yeah.
And the female actress was hot too.
You have to be for that.
I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're gonna like have sexual innuendo, you gotta have a hot chick.
Yeah. Days never finished.
Yeah, let's see. I'll be getting there about say 9 o'clock shut down, which means I'll start my drive tomorrow at about 7.
Mm. Do we know what you're hauling?
Nope. I know where I'm going though. Right now I'm hauling air. Because I finished up my Hobby Lobby run in Corpus Christi, and now I'm driving over to Laredo to pick up a load and take it to St. Louis. And I got my trip planned. Take 35 north up to Dallas and catch I-30. Take 30 to Little Rock. And then drive, I think it's 73 from Little Rock to Amsterdam.
When do you start your weekend?
Friday afternoon.
Woohoo!
I'm psyched.
Yeah, I hope y'all have a blast.
I wish you were coming.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, yeah. But hers was she wanted you to come for child support.
Well, she got her wish. Hey, Arvero. Hey, Seraphim. Hey, K-Plan.
Speaking of parasites that want child support, my ex-wife got kicked out of her parents' house.
Uh-oh. The kids too?
No. My youngest daughter got to stay.
Got kicked out.
Yeah.
My, oh my. If only she could, like, inherit a house for no investment.
That ship has sailed.
Oh, wait, she did. She,
And she pissed it away. Pissed it away, pissed it away, pissed it away now.
well, she needs to find her a man.
She did. She moved in with him. It's like she's been doing every time she fucks up.
Well, I know you're deeply concerned, and we will keep her in our prayers.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys are better than me. I wouldn't piss in her mouth if her teeth were on fire.
I guess her parents had enough.
They probably figured out that she wasn't ever going to contribute to the household. Her dad's got Alzheimer's, right?
Yes, sir.
And her mom is not in the best of health. You
Mm.
would have thought that she could have been helpful after work. You know, do the cleaning, pick up limbs when they fall off the trees, that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm just guessing because I know her. Apparently, she wasn't doing that. They said, "Hasta la vista, bitch."
Her dad's like, I can't remember your name, but I'm pretty sure you need to get the fuck out.
I'm pretty sure it all came down from her mom. I'm sure.
Yeah.
From what I hear, he doesn't. He's never been anything other than a doormat. Around there, her mom has always ruled the roost.
Right.
Aren't you glad you're still not giving her money?
Oh God, yes. So fucking happy.
Imagine you'd be giving her money right now and she's not even in charge of the kid.
I'm just thinking, what a sad, pathetic fucking life that is.
Yeah. How old? Same as you? 58?
No, no, no. She's 12 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
But that makes her 46.
Getting kicked out at 46.
No eggs.
Thank God.
Let me guess, you were the problem.
Yes. I was working too much. She accused me of cheating, but I figured out it wasn't me who was getting fucking a little something, something on the side. See, it's how my so-called friend moved in and then proceeded to marry her.
Oh, she remarried?
Yeah, to the guy she was cheating on me with. Then he died of a fucking opioid overdose,
Oh, no.
and he was a cop.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
She get his pension?
Nope. He was kind of a fuck-up cop. He never worked anywhere long enough to get a pension.
Mm.
He got fired from a little town down here called Mahia. It's by Waco, and it's spelled Mexica, but they say Mahia. And he got fired for excessive discharge of his firearm. He went and there was fucking snakes. And he mag dumped every fucking clip in his belt, and still didn't kill all. And there was only 3 or 4 snakes.
Why did he feel the need to shoot snakes?
That's a very good question. My guess is he was stoned.
Uh-uh. Were they still together when he passed away?
Yes. In fact, he died, and my youngest daughter found him when he had just OD'd. And gave him mouth to mouth until the paramedics showed up and said, "Don't bother." So he was a real fucking winner chicken dinner.
But no life insurance or anything like that for her.
Fuck if I know. But
Yeah, I get it.
then she's had a couple of boyfriends from after that. I guess she's got another one now. I keep 0 tabs on her, but
Yeah.
people tell me things.
I have
And when my
observed
kids, go ahead.
I have observed that when a man and a woman are together for a long time and she passes before he does, more often than not, they'll never entertain the notion of seeing another woman romantically. But whenever it's the reverse and the man passes away, the woman's going to replace him. Every damn time, there's going to be a replacement. That's just my observation. You were about to say?
That's a good observation. I don't know if I would say every time, but it does happen a lot.
Yeah. My maternal grandmother died in her 50s from cervical cancer, and my grandfather, her husband, lived for like 4 more decades. You know, he lived well into his 80s, and he never remarried. He didn't date. You know, and he had some
Right.
old broads after him. You know, he had a railroad pension, and there were chicks sniffing around. He had his one, and he was done.
Well, when you're no longer making babies, why have one?
Right? Oh, we're
You
stopped.
know? Might be nice to have a little sex every once in a while, but other than that, eh, I don't see the point. Definitely not fucking wife. I have somebody that's gonna fucking bitch at you and want you to do shit and won't let you fucking do shit that you think's fun and everything has to be her way, you know, or else she'll just fucking complain and complain and complain and complain until she gets what she wants. Women are fucking awful. They're fucking awful. If they didn't have vaginas, I don't think I'd ever have even remotely wanted to spend any time with them.
That's the truth. Arvero says that sounds like his mother. 5 years after his father's death, she was in debt after selling everything. belongings, house, etc. Hmm. Hey, Brandon.
Yo.
Arvero in the chat says he is surprised that you don't have a side check. You're a sexy bitch.
I am a grumpy, bad-tempered, opinionated old fuck.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Well, I have to check in with the guard.
All right, do your thing, brother.
She's not even going to get out of her little house.
Name?
Bill?
Is the loader empty?
Empty.
You're dropping it off, right?
I'm dropping it off and picking up, but I'm not leaving till tomorrow.
Okay. You're gonna drop it off. You're gonna drop it off in the very far like left. But for now, just pull forward so I can see the line plate.
You want to see what?
The line plate, the license plate of the trailer.
Okay.
That was quick.
I honest to God don't know if that's a man or a woman.
She didn't even ask for your papers.
No. it's really a very effeminate man or a really ugly woman. I don't know. I seriously don't know.
Yeah, they're out there. She just come on in, drop a trailer, grab a trailer. I don't care.
What's your name? Bill. That's good enough. You need to know anything else? No, don't care. We're there, Sam. All right. I'm going to go get unhooked. I found myself a beautiful place to sleep. And then I'll be saying goodnight once I get parked. I have to, before I forget, I have to wrench JR.
Yeah, he'll be back with a new account tomorrow. The day's never finished. Massa got me working.
JR is now wrenched. I'll be right back. You're coming with me and go potty. Right. What's up, Ape?
What's going on?
Oh, it's just a beautiful day to be ready to sign off and go to sleep.
Oh, you were up awful early this morning, but were you driving?
Oh, yeah. Driving and stopping, driving and stopping. I did the Hobby Lobby run today. Went to every fucking pissant town between Houston and fucking Corpus Christi.
Ah, sounds fun.
Yeah. Now I have gotten back to Laredo, and they're going to give me a load to St. Louis.
How convenient.
Yeah.
I'll be leaving in the morning to go pick up Butthole Commander Flanders. Mm. You and Saunders going to do any streaming while you're on the road? I have
Nah,
no
but
idea.
they'll be spooning tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm the big spoon.
That's right. Saunders is always the small spoon. He says he's the big spoon,
Yeah, he says he's the big spoon.
but we know better.
He says that until you belly buck him into submission. Yeah, I figured we'd get some rooms somewhere down there on the way, and then just slow roll it in Friday because we got to pick up Scotty at the airport in the early afternoon,
Yeah.
and we can't get in the house until 4 anyway. So, but yeah, I confirmed it, called him yesterday or last night, made sure. So everything should be good there.
Yep.
Well, who's babysitting the locomotives while you're off work? Nobody. Oh no. Yeah, so if they break, they'll have to call somebody from the diesel shop and send them up and have them work on it. So I have to expect a real shit show to be there waiting for me when I get back. Took
Yeah.
my work truck in today to a shop to get it worked on because the the ABS light came on, the advanced track light came on, the parking brake light came on, the stability control light came on, the speedometer went off, and the odometer quit 200 miles ago. So something happened.
Yep.
I'm thinking it's an ABS wheel sensor or something. It was acting up, and then all of a sudden now it just comes on all the time. No odometer. So I've had the same mileage for 260 miles. I called the company that handles our maintenance and everything, and I told them I got to put fuel in this truck, and it's going to be the wrong odometer number. And he goes, "Well, you know how many miles you drive in a day?" I said, "Yeah, I know, down to about the half a mile." And he goes, "Just put that in there." I'm like, "Okay." So I talked to the guy at the shop today. I said, "If you get everything fixed, will that ECM get back up? Is it still clocking the miles?" And he goes, "Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't." And I said, "Well, when it gets fixed, they're going to have to adjust it because I've put fuel on a higher mileage than actually shows." So I called him and told him that so they didn't think I was fueling up my buddy's truck while I'm saying it was mine,
Yeah.
That's happened before. People have gotten caught doing that.
Why you'd fucking ruin your fucking pension over something stupid like that. Fuck. That's stupid.
Yeah, throw away 30 years for $70 worth of gas. There's idiots out there that do it though.
When I was working at Raytheon, we had a lady who was doing the same job I was doing, and what she got busted for is on her travel, she would take the company credit card, go into like Whole Foods, and buy a bunch of really expensive fucking vegan like dry goods and stuff like that, and then take it home and eat it. Because she,
And claim that was your meal expenses.
yeah. So she threw away a fucking $250,000 a year job for fucking granola bars.
Well, she wasn't getting enough protein, so her brain wasn't working real good.
Yeah, plus she was a fucking dyke.
I think she'd get enough tuna, but apparently not.
So
Yeah.
fuck that bitch.
Well, I think we had two guys that have been fired when they put cameras in everybody's trucks. There was a guy that was beating his meat while he was driving down the road. He went off the road and wrecked his truck. Well, anytime there's an incident, like you have a real hard hit or something, the camera's recording all the time. But when it detects an incident, it backs up 12 seconds and records the previous 12 seconds to the incident. Or it's already recorded it, but it backs up. So when he went into the ditch, I guess his head was all cocked back and he was about to nut onto the fucking steering wheel, and he hit the bar pit and fucking wrecked his truck. I talked to him, kind of said he saw that video. He said, I was laughing so fucking hard it was unbelievable, but the guy still got fired. It's like you couldn't get out of the truck, or you couldn't wait till you got home to fucking jack the meat. Fucking dummy.
Fuck.
How do you explain that to the old lady when you get home?
Well, he wasn't cheating on her.
He might have been having some impure thoughts, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So you're getting ready to quit now, and then you're gonna get going, what, at 5 in the morning probably?
7 is the earliest I can go.
Oh.
Because it's what, 9:15 now.
So 7:15 if you were. Are you off duty right now?
Yeah.
You're just hanging out in their parking lot, or are you at a truck stop?
I'm hanging out in their parking lot.
What you gonna make for dinner?
I'm gonna make sleepy pie stew.
Oh, I thought maybe you were gonna make some cream of lot lizard or something.
No. I'm surrounded by fucking barbed wire, and there's all kinds of lights, and there's 3 different businesses around here who have fucking cameras and shit.
So you're gonna be sneaky, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm fucking protected from lot lizards tonight. I gotta figure out what fucking trailer I'm supposed to grab. Son of a bitch.
They all look the same, just grab one.
Yeah, right.
What time do you think you're going to be getting into St. Louis then?
Well, it's just right at 1,000 miles up there. If I can make 600 miles tomorrow, I'll do 10 hours tomorrow, and that'll be fucking having me stop at about 5, which means I could get up at 3 and drive the 8 more hours from there. I'll get there probably about noon or 1 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, we'll be. I don't know what time we're going to actually physically get there, but we got to go out to the airport at 1 o'clock, around there somewhere. Between 1 and 2. Pick up the Scotty side.
Yeah, he called in tonight.
Did he?
Yeah.
Fuck, he
never
never called in.
No, he did today though.
Oh, what do you have to say?
Oh, he said he was looking forward to seeing everybody and hope we have a good time. I talked to him about the fucking helicopter hog hunt that we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
And he said he'd be down for that. So that's 3 of us who want to do it. If we get one more person, I think we can have that be our next year's fucking.
Now, is this a deal where you bring your own rifle, or do they supply the fire?
They supply the fucking automatic weapon.
Oh, that makes it even more delicious.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I was talking to somebody about that today. I said, yeah, next year we're thinking about hog hunting out of helicopter machine gun. And they looked at me like I was crazy, and they started laughing. I said, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
It's going to cost a few bucks.
Yeah. I don't know how much. I think you said it was 600.
It used to be 600 a half hour. So I'd have to check. But in all actuality, though, if it takes you 5 minutes to fly over to where the hogs are at and you shoot at hogs for 20 minutes with a full auto, a half hour is going to seem, it's going to go fast, but it's going to seem like you mean, that's a lot of bullets going down range. And everybody takes turns. It's not like everybody hangs off the side and starts just blasting, because safety and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that'd be a hoot. And they take the pigs and they take them to they usually have meat processors that donate their time, and then they butcher that up. But some places were refusing to take wild game. You roll up with a truckload of pigs and processed pork, and the food bank says, "Oh, we can't take wild game." I'd be like, "Thanks, bring it in the back door. Don't say nothing to nobody."
Yeah.
You think the bums are gonna care that they're eating frickin' pulled pork sandwiches and it's a wild pig that got shot 50 miles away out of a helicopter?
Well, remember that show, Fortune and Fire? They're always cutting up those animals and stuff.
Yeah.
They had originally been donating all of those to like the fucking Humane Society. That show was filmed in New York City, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was New York.
Yeah, and then they had to fucking go. They had to fucking go outside the city to donate that fucking meat, because after a while the fucking they wouldn't take them.
It's New York. What do you expect?
Hey, Zombro.
Hey, what's up? And yeah, New York's freaking insane.
Yeah. They'll give illegal immigrants a $5,000 gift card, but they won't take a dead pig carcass to feed shelter dogs.
Yeah. Remember that? I think that person had like $18,000 on their card because
Yeah.
it rings it up on the receipt what's left.
Yeah, that made me about puke. Wynn bought like $500 worth of groceries at $18,000 balance on that fucking card.
Yeah.
And no speak of English and no be born here.
Yeah, nobody born here, and you have like idiots like that Van Allen senator from Maryland flying to another country to advocate for the return of a legal gang member. Meanwhile, he's got homeless vets. The city of Baltimore, the average reading level of the city of Baltimore graduate is on the 3rd grade level.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, but he's advocating to bring a gang member home.
Yeah, that seems like giving aid and fucking comfort to the enemy.
Of course,
he's been that guy's group MS-13 has been designated
a terrorist organization.
Terrorist organization. Yeah.
So, Brandon, did you get that list that I sent you? Does it look comprehensive?
Yeah, and you apparently didn't read my reply.
No. I got some reply. I responded, but I forgot what you wrote.
I asked if you had any beaver anal gland secretions.
Oh, yeah. And I said we would just milk Ape's ass.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
see what comes out of that.
Well, it does smell like vanilla when I take a big dump for some reason.
Here we go.
Eric, I sent you a text yesterday. Did you get that?
Yeah, all that came through. Look, my phone is screwed up. All that came through was just a giant block of black. I got your text, but I have no words.
That's what I sent you.
Okay.
No. I was like, Skeletor, hey, Eric. Yeah? Hang up. You asshole.
Yeah, no, I think in the summer I'm gonna spring for a new phone.
Yeah, it sounds like you're only hit and miss on the text messages.
I get drop calls, lost texts. I send a text, it goes to the wrong person. Even when I have the right person dialed in, it's insanity.
Yeah, you got to be real careful what you start talking to. You don't.
Well, I texted my daughter, and I know it was her because the text even went through on her end, but somehow or another it texted my neighbor up the street and my priest. So,
jeez,
I don't know what that was.
You're on a group text right now.
I don't know, but whatever.
What time do you think you're going to be getting up there, Eric?
I'm going to shoot for about 1, grab a nice lunch, walk around a little.
Yeah.
Maybe go to the chess museum again. I went back in 2021 when I was at a retirement party. We went down to, we were in downtown St. Louis and we were at Ruth Chris. I even invited Hamster because I had the option of bringing one guest. So, but he never showed. But yeah, no, that was pretty cool.
He never showed to have a steak at Ruth Chris?
It would have been free too.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was after 0 beer 30.
Oh. You got to catch him before the first torpedoes launch.
Well, gentlemen, no marriage, no cohabitation, and no new children. That ain't no lie.
All right. Just text me if you think of anything else that I should bring. I'm also going to bring some cast irons in case anyone wants to cook in the following morning.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
He didn't stick around for my closing remarks. So that'll keep you out of usury and indentured servitude. And you don't want to get into that. I've been there. It sucks. Because, that's how I know that the golden age of MGTOW, the golden, children of MGTOW are in the future. Because they will be men who are not looked at as a fucking resource. Not looked at as fucking expendable. And men who are, living their best lives for themselves. And won't be fucking subject to fucking, the unfair fucking oppressive gynocentric court system just because they want to fuck women. They're normal men. Of course they want to fuck women, want to have families, all that good stuff. But you just can't do it these days because of the penalties being too high. So, peace out, brothers. Be good to each other. Help a brother out if you have a chance. And MGTOW is for normal men. Oh, and Hemi, is there anything you want to add to that? Don't bring your fucking girlfriend around here. Hey? Sorry. All right. I'm glad you added that, Hemi. Y'all have a great night. And I will catch you on the road again tomorrow. Bye.
Night night.